Hey gamers, and welcome to Battle Strats This Week in Gaming. Today we've got lined up for you Battlefield 3, Gears of War 3, Forza 4, Elder Scrolls 5. I'm not even really sure that anybody makes brand new games anymore. This season is the year of sequels. Stay tuned for all this and more coming up in This Week in Gaming. So we get things kicked off this week with the trailer section. There were quite a few heavy hitters to come out this week. The first one up is Elder Scrolls 5. Now, a lot of gamers have been waiting years for the next installment in this series. This one's looking like a game that is worth the wait. The graphics look totally amazing in the trailer that was released, and it actually showed a lot of gameplay. This trailer also, shows off some of the action and fighting that's going to be happening in Elder Scrolls. Now, if you've played other games in the past, then you know it was kind of a drag the way the fighting style was set up. But they've totally reworked that. It now is going to feel more like an action game when you're in the middle of a fight. So that's something to look forward to, and that comes out November the 11th of this year. Another huge game that had a big trailer this week was Battlefield 3. Now, this was probably the biggest trailer of the week. It actually showed some in-game footage, and it has some great screenshots. Now, they claim that this is all in-game action, and there's no cinematics. So this is definitely something worth keeping a track on. So Battle Strats, we took a video. We've got the original trailer for you to watch, and we've also broken it down to you frame by frame, so you can go through there and relive that 20 seconds of actual gameplay a little bit longer and get to see all the fine details that were in those really small clips of gameplay footage. The next video up comes by way of Sniper Ghost Warrior.
Have you ever thought about taking that one perfect shot? That one shot, one kill? I think about it all the time.
Now, this game may sound familiar to you if you watched my channel before, because I've had some videos in the past that dealt with Sniper Ghost Warrior on this channel. Now, that was for the Xbox 360. The game is now coming out for the PlayStation 3. They've added new weapons, new levels, and totally reworked the game. And so this might be one that you want to pick up. I know I had a lot of you ask in the comment section, when's this coming out for the PS3? It's coming out soon. Now, another game this week that got a lot of talk was Gears of War 3. Now, we found out a lot of interesting things this week about Gears of War 3. One, there's going to be 4-player co-op campaign. There's also going to be a new Beast mode. Now, Beast mode is 5 players, and it's like Horde mode, except you're actually playing as the Locust, fighting off waves of humans. So you get to fight off Delta Team and Marcus Phoenix and all those other guys. So that sounds like a pretty cool game time. We've also got a strong, definite release date of September 20th, so that's brand new. And we also found out a little bit about the Gears of War 3 beta. So a lot of people have been looking forward to this beta. It's going to happen mid-April. Now, a lot of people went out and bought Bulletstorm thinking that that was their way to get into the Gears of War 3 beta. As it turns out, it looks like everybody is going to be able to participate in the Gears of War 3 beta as long as you're an Xbox Live Gold member. As it turns out, if you own Bulletstorm, you're actually going to get earlier access. So if the beta starts in mid-April, it's sometime before then that you're going to be able to get access because you went out and bought Bulletstorm. But if you're like me, you're probably glad you didn't run out and buy Bulletstorm just to get into the Gears of War 3 beta, because some of those guys, I'm sure, are probably feeling a little duped right now. Forza 4 is still a ways off in the distance as far as release dates are concerned, but that means they're hard at work right now working on it. They've opened up this new competition to allow players who are really good with graphics to create their own vinyls to send in to participate and to get in to the actual game. So they're going to be selecting some of the best vinyls out there that are submitted by the community, and those are going to be placed into the game. So now's your time to shine and to show off what you can do as far as graphics. So this week's question comes from Anubis, and it's a pretty simple question. It's, are shooters becoming too easy these days? Are they dumbing them down and making it too easy so that new players can come in and enjoy the game, but not making it difficult enough where veteran players really want to get into it and stay long term? It's a pretty interesting article and a good read, so be sure that you check that out. Be sure that if you haven't already, you head on over to battlestrats.com and check out our free Killzone 3 strategy guide. It's already got tons of information in there, with more being added almost daily. And we will end with some of your comments from last week's video. Be sure that if you want to be featured in the video, that you comment, you like. That's all I ask that you do, please. So here's the first one from Farron098. I didn't think I would enjoy the series, but so far it's pretty good. P.S. Are you wearing shoes? Nope, those were my fuzzy socks. I like to be comfortable. This is not professional. This is done in my back bedroom. So those socks came from a colonoscopy that I had at a hospital, which was a terrible experience. But the best part of it was my fuzzy socks. Next comment comes from Zebro56. At the beginning of each month, you should tell which games should be expected, and I'm loving the series. Well, I appreciate that. And for that, I'll do that because this is the beginning of March. So here we go. These are the games you should be on the lookout for coming up this month. And Severshear says, girl from Batman looks hotter. So, okay, well, whatever floats your boat there, buddy. Remember that if you want the latest gaming news, tips, reviews, strategies, walkthroughs, you have to check out battlestrats.com. Also, you can find really good teammates over there. Remember, we are not a clan, we are a community. Also, be sure that you subscribe, comment, and like this video. I would really appreciate it. And stay tuned for next week for Battlestrats This Week in Gaming.